Hello, hello, and welcome back to Old Derps Farm on the No Man's Land map. I'm Fadman, and I'm joined here by the stupendously wonderful Squirrelly. Hello, stupendously wonderful Squirrelly.
Hello.
Hello. Who is? I think he's still got the twig picker, so I think he's still picking up branches.
Yeah, I got the outside done.
So yes. So and we've got Hitman. Hello, Hitman.
Hello, hello.
And Hitman is still working on the lime. I finished off the fertilizing, and I'm about to start on the rolling. So our fields will then hopefully be at the best possible yield, the best possible nitrogen, best possible pH. They'll be rolled. They probably won't be mulch, but they've only just been created, so that shouldn't count against us. So our expected yield, should go right the way up to the top, hopefully. So we've got expected yield at the moment is 122% and yield potential 125%. So I'm hoping that the rolling will give us that extra 3%. So, because it's not exactly difficult to do, we just drive over the field with the roller. Let's see what we get. Yeah, more barley fields. Well, the same barley fields, but just more work on them. So, there we are. And Hitman and I were talking in between times. We were talking about kind of solar generation and heat pumps and energy saving and stuff like that. So, yeah.
You missed all the interesting stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was. I think the basic crux of it was that I'd considered a heat pump, but I had kind of pushed a heat pump out of my consideration because I have solar panels and I like to exist on zero energy usage from the grid during the day. And I'm not convinced that a heat pump would allow me to do that because it would be consuming that energy to pump the stuff around, basically. So, yes.
So how are you heating your house?
Still at the moment, it's a gas-fired boiler. So, it's not the most ideal of things, but that's what there is. So, and my logic there is, it's a 20-year-old gas boiler that hasn't broken down, so replacing it and spending thousands of pounds to replace it with something that is, yes, will be more efficient on the gas, but we're then going to come to the point of view of, okay, well, when gas is gone, what are we going to do? And then I've got to replace it again. So at the moment, if it's a question of if it ain't broke,
don't touch it. So
exactly.
if what you want to have then is a plan so that if the boiler failed tomorrow, what are you going to do? You're not going to buy another gas boiler. You're probably going to get a heat pump. If you're going to be spending a bunch of money, you may as well spend it on something that's looking a little further to the future. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I had considered my consideration outside of heat pumps was whether or not to go with an electric powered boiler. Now, obviously, the thought process there would have to be you'd only have to fire it up at particular times of the day, and then that water would then kind of hopefully maintain a level of heat and be pumped around the building. So,
and then run the pump off your battery bank.
Yes,
or your
yeah. Because
how big is your battery bank?
I think it's about 7.5 kilowatts. So it's not huge, and actually it's bigger than because they tend to go based on your generation potential from the solar panels. So they don't want to sell you a battery that you couldn't ever charge just from the solar panels. Now, because of the way I'm set up, I have it so that it charges from the grid during the night in the winter months when you're not getting as much solar energy, so that I can buy in electricity at cheap rate because of my kind of contract with my supplier. I get 4 hours of cheap electricity, which is like probably less than a third of the cost that it costs during the day. and so I can use that, which I think is great. So, and yeah, if you can do that, then it allows you to kind of be a little bit more flexible and different about how you're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So as I talk about being flexible and different about how you're doing things, I'm just looking at the dog, just careening around the floor, looking mystified by something. What are you up to, kid? Hey, you alright? I think he wants to come and get on my lap. Come on then, you can get up. There's a good boy. He's up, he's helping. If we were driving a real tractor, you'd be allowed in the cab with me. Because I love you.
Get a little fake steering wheel so the dog can sit next to you and turn the little wheel like a kid's wheel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we were kids, we were allowed in the cab in the tractor most of the time, except for when it was haymaking season, because when they were running the baler, it's like, no, you're not going to be in that cab because we're going to have the windows open and we don't want you falling out the back into the baler. Which...
Yeah. And then when you're a little older than that, then you're in the back and you're throwing the bales up onto the trailer.
Pretty much.
Oh, there, you're old enough to work. Get out there and work.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. You're right, little Flip. I know you want to go to bed, but we're still finishing up.
Did you call Wilson Flip? Like Flip Wilson? Is that what you're referring?
No, I call him all sorts. I call him all sorts of things. I have got like I had with Summer. I've got like 1,000 different nicknames for him. So, but yes, I did call him Flip. And unfortunately, if there was a reference to Flip Wilson, then that's lost on me because I don't know what it is.
It's a person.
So, okay.
Or a character. I can't remember which. Yeah. It was a long time ago. You can Google it.
Yeah, yeah. Google, everybody. It's your friend. Unless you want data privacy. In which case, no.
Comedian and actor.
It's your friend until it isn't.
Well, it's like with all things nowadays. Yeah, okay. You've got to assume that if something's being made available to you, then
there's a cost.
Yeah,
and it's hidden.
There's a cost. Yeah, I mean, I thought, hey, Black Friday, great deal. I need a new doorbell, so I bought a Ring doorbell. Hey, that's fantastic. You've got your Ring doorbell. Okay, so here's how much it costs to sign up for the video service, so that you can record the videos to the cloud. Okay. So there's a subscription cost that goes with it that I hadn't factored into my purchase. So
for a doorbell?
Yeah.
You mean like when somebody comes to the door, they press a button and it rings, and you need a subscription for that? Wow. Yeah. Making things smarter is so much easier.
To view the camera.
Yeah.
The camera on the doorbell. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. And yeah. Too many things being made smart is not smart.
Except for the people.
Well, the reason I wanted it is because there's been times when perhaps I've maybe gone and I've stayed at my mum's house and I've made a grocery order and I forgot to change the address, so they came here. Whereas if with that one, it will actually ring onto my mobile phone and I'll be able to answer it and say, hey, I'm really, really sorry.
I'm not home right now. Leave a message.
But at least I'd be able to answer it. So, and then the person would know what's going on rather than not knowing what's going on. Not that it makes a difference because
it's for centuries.
They would know why I'm not there rather than knowing that I am not there. So, but there we go. So. But it's interesting because as I kind of have set it up, you've got the ability to set up privacy screenings for it as well, and it basically blacks out the video. You set up a privacy zone, and it just does not record the video for that piece because that's the privacy area. So, i.e., if you if your front door overlooks your neighbour's front garden, you can cut that bit out. And I think that's really good. That's really positive. So, don't put your nose on my keyboard. He curls up on my lap, and he's a little bit too big to really curl up on my lap, but he loves to do it anyway. And then he puts his head on the desk and then it's not comfortable, so he puts it under the desk. And at times he ends up pressing buttons on the keyboard. He actually, whilst I was at work one time, he actually managed to hang up on a conference call because he touched his mouth to the speaker, and it was on the button that was the hang up button. It was so funny. Fortunately, it was only with my team, and they absolutely understood. Wouldn't have wanted to do that with the boss. So, yes, that's my juice. You don't need any of them, do you? Mm-hmm. Oh dear, such fun that we have.
I finished that lime. I'm back over snipping stumps again.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's either stamping out stumps,
Thunder Creek
or
unit can be brought out here to repair things.
I missed what you said, Squirrelly.
That Thunder Creek unit, you can bring it out to repair the tree harvester, and if you want to do that.
And if you get stumped by the stumps, then you can always wrap the silage bales.
Everybody wants to make me work.
Yep.
That's all right. It's either that or being stumped by stumps, I guess.
You know the expression, there's no rest for the wicked, and you were downright evil.
Aye. Okay, Thad, you said you needed which... oh, no, never mind, it wasn't you. It was Squirrely that said bring the thing. Bring the thing, he said. All right, I'll bring the thing.
Bring the purple box of fixings and fuelings.
Use a little tractor for this. Don't need this big monster for it.
Now that we don't need it to pull the lime, it really doesn't matter if you use the John Deere or not the John Deere, the Landini or not.
Landini? I'm actually in the little Aziki.
Oh yeah,
wasn't getting used for anything else right now, so hauling this little trailer around, I could handle the job.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even the electric one to do this job too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this work because Squirrely decided that we needed straw. And he's not, and he's not wrong. So, hello. Do you like pushing your head up into my face? You like pushing your head up into my face to make it awkward? Little
Not
devil
awkward
you are.
for me, Daddy.
No, he just pushes up and pushes up and pushes up, and oftentimes he's doing it on my arms, and I can't. No, I need to be able to get to the WASD keys because I'm playing a game, and he's going, I don't care. I'm not playing the game.
Which field was it, Squirrely? I can remember where it was.
22.
22? All right, thank you.
Yeah, lot 22.
Yeah, up there.
Due west. Go west, young man. I'm just joking. Nobody's called me that for about 20 years. 30 years. Shut up.
I did get called that when I was living in Luxembourg, but of course it wasn't young man, it was jeune homme. So
young man.
Yeah, effectively. At first, I hadn't translated it in my head. I was kind of, are they calling me is it a name, jeune homme? And I can't. No, it's just jeune homme. So
you're a gnome.
So, the name would be like Jerome, but it would be Genome. Genome. So.
You're a gnome on the phone.
Something like that.
Like an elf on a shelf, you're a gnome on the phone.
Oh, yes.
Elf on the shelf time, everybody moving their elf. I don't have one. I got a Christmas troll, though. Had for, I don't know, 30 years or something.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
We never did that. But what we do have is we have. My dad had a black Santa hat with Bar Humbug written on it. And we had it out last Christmas. Obviously, having lost him, that was how he was participating. We put it on the canister of his ashes. So he was wearing his hat for the first time after passing, and it's lived on the speaker of the surround sound system ever since, because it got put there before it would have been put away, and it just stayed there and now lives on the speaker. but yeah, no, that was his Santa hat, and it's strange because Christmas just is not the same without him. So, which is weird considering he was the one who, why are we spending all the money on this?
It's not Christmas without a Grinch.
No, indeed.
All right, so how do I use this thing again?
Yeah,
do I click on it somewhere, or do I do it from in the tractor? Does the tractor
you go to the back and open the door.
Yep, go to the back, press M to open the flip open by Dodger.
Okay, why is my cursor now let go of what?
Is my dog let go? Why is my dog let go of its bottom?
Weird. I now have a cursor and can't move. I can't change things. Oh my gosh. Is it me or is it the game? I don't know.
I have no idea.
There we go.
That's expensive.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Oh my goodness! you haven't been running that one hard, have you?
No.
All right, and
No.
to refuel it, I just turn the thing around. And does it need fuel? I didn't look.
I don't think so. It's about half full on both, so if you got fuel in it, you probably
don't have
throw
any
it in.
idea.
To put fuel in it, you have to start the motor on it.
Yup. Which means you need to go to the side.
Yeah.
Yep, that's just okay, and then press M. Is it?
Yep,
There it
there you go.
goes. And get in the thing and refill.
Oops! I pressed the wrong button.
Oh.
I pressed the Windows button, Windows key.
Whoa.
Oh.
How are we doing for time there, Fad? Got that.
We are not quite there, but we're very close to being there.
Okay, good. Good that we're not there, I mean.
Oh.
Yes.
No. Perfect.
So yeah, so more, like I said, more rolling.
Keep rolling.
Why? Oh, for goodness sake! Stupid
Squirrelly
thing.
did it.
No, it's the guidance mod. It was showing that I was locked on to the course, and then it's just steering, not steering. Steering, not steering. It's kind of, there
I
are
blame it
some-
on Wilson. It was Wilson.
I had that happen to
Is it your
me
fault?
yesterday. I locked it in, and I went forward, and all it did is go in circles.
No, this didn't go in circles. It just went in the direction that the vehicle was already facing. Are you going to get down, or are you going to keep your backside in my face?
What do you think?
Yeah, well. And I was talking to Hitman there, everybody, not to Wilson.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm no butt sniffer. That's what dogs do.
No, I wasn't saying that you were sniffing the butt. I was more saying that you were throwing it in people's faces.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what you do on onlyhitmen.com?
Yeah. I'm famous for it, apparently.
He's on that Only Farmers.
Oh, dearie me.
Only spitters. Oh my goodness. The fun we have that we probably shouldn't.
Oh yeah. All while we're kind of doing this farming malarkey. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Certainly happy with the progress. Like I said, Squirrelly's idea to put some barley down on the fields was good. And he's also calculated that by the time we get to being done with the barley, we should be able to plant some of the new crops. So, and that will require some coordination, because if we get the big harvester for that, then we need someone to drive alongside. It doesn't have any storage whatsoever.
We got a job with posting available here now.
So,
Yay.
Well, to hire somebody to come in and do that.
I'll do it.
Anybody?
Somebody said hire. I mean, that implies getting paid, so I'll do it.
Anybody?
Anybody
No.
but Hitman?
No takers. Apparently no takers. So, oh dear. Although, I don't know if you saw, Rickster commented on our one of our episodes recently, and kind of said hello.
Oh,
So,
good.
hello, Rickster, if you're watching. So, yeah, I forgot to say that in the last episode, because he commented on the previous premiere. But yeah, like I say, there's been some people that we've kind of had on the series over the years, and any of them would always be welcome back, because they've always been great. So. So yes. So speaking of saying goodbye to people that and so forth, it's about that time again. We'll be back obviously next time, and we'll have moved on, because you can't. Squirrelly doesn't sleep. This is what you've got to realize: is Squirrelly doesn't sleep. So we're always moving forward, even though it's only at half speed. Between now and next time we record, we will have gone into October, because Squirrelly will have been on here for that long, even just keeping it at half speed like we are right now. So, you might as well admit it, you're addicted to Farming Simulator.
I like to get stuff done. Right.
Yes.
All right.
Almost.
Well, you can start us off this time, Squirrely. You can start the outro this time.
Have a good one.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.